Recording. I think it's recording. So, what am I doing? Well, I'm not doing anything I intended to do today. We had a storm today. It was a big storm. Okay, where do I begin? Last week, big mess. Lots of work. I had 4 assignments that were due. It was not fun. And all of those assignments were the last assignments for the class. And that's a pain because I wanted to do well on all of them, but I ended up not doing well on most of them. I've gotten one of them back and I had a perfect score, but that was the one that I did best on. That was my linear algebra, where I called up Ralph on Tuesday and said, I don't know why I keep getting several vectors, and once he came over, it was basically I understood what I was doing wrong. I was treating parametric equations incorrectly. I was getting multiple equations because I was doing it almost right, but I was treating each parametric equation as the wrong. Anyway, long story short, I did it right eventually, and I got credit. Then what did I do? Well, then I had acoustics, which I managed to get done like 10 minutes right after class. I would have had it done full class, but I forgot to take my calculator to class, and I ended up having to borrow one from somebody random. And it was a little sad because I had a friend who was in the lobby who claimed they were in too big of a hurry to lend me their calculator, but one of the other people who was sitting with them was not. So, okay. And I'm shaking my desk again. Stop jiggling. Anyway, I got that homework done. Then I had a paper that I needed to write. I had to write an informal report to show my professor that I was actually working on the work. And, well, I wrote an informal report. The first line of the report was, you asked for an informal report, and that is what you are going to get. So I wrote about a page of, I think this is the direction I'm going in, this is what I'm planning to do, I think I know where to find the formulas, but I haven't had time to look them up yet, which is not really what you want to write, but it's the truth, and at least I know where to find them if they are where I think they are. Then I wrote up that report. I did that Wednesday because I felt like it, and then Thursday I had the most horrible, awful tension in my neck and my back, and I was worried about my brother who's in China. He's between jobs again, and whatever. He seems to be okay now. What else have I been doing? I was looking at my cell phone. Okay, that was work. So then Friday, I went to class, I got my homework back, and I saw that I got a good grade on the homework that I turned in Wednesday. I went to my TA training, and the place was really crowded, so I said I talked to the teacher person and said I'd come back next Tuesday when I normally do more practice training stuff because it's, stuff. And then I was supposed to have coffee with one of my friends, but we had a miscommunication because one of us thought it was going to be at 3 and the other one thought it was going to be at 4, and then I was not sure what time it was, and when I checked my email somebody had said 4, and so of course the other person thought we were meeting at 3. Oops. And excuse me. The weather's kind of bad, which is, I'm not there yet. I'm still in Friday. Friday, after I ended up not getting in touch with my friend's for coffee, I then went out with other friends. I had misplaced my cell phone on Thursday. I called them up. I said, hey, I want to go do stuff and it will be fun. And they were like, sure, it sounds great. So I got a ride from them. And after I got back, I called them, and no, I didn't call them because I'd still lost my cell phone. I sent one of my friends, Jason, an message. It's not an email, but it was a message through Facebook because I saw he was online. And I said I'm supposed to get in touch with these guys, but I have misplaced my cell phone. So he called it, and I managed to figure out it was somewhere in my room, but I didn't know where because it was set to vibrate, not because I didn't want to interrupt classes. And then I didn't hear it ring, so it was like, I put my hands on the arm desk thing. So then what happened? Anyway, I got in touch with him. I got a deck of some sort put together, and I had two directions I could go in with it. And the short version of the two directions were, well, one of them wants to get into fights so that your creatures and the other people's creatures are fighting with each other. And that version is the version that I ended up sort of, kind of working with. And the other version of the deck, the direction I could be taking it in, wants to be kind of sneaky and avoid direct combat and, just sneak around and not get caught up in combat. So it's like samurais and ninjas or something. Pirates and ninjas. I don't know where pirates comes from. I don't get it. It's samurais and ninjas. And ninjas did not exist until samurai became a caste. So previously, anyone who wanted to could pick up a sword and say, okay, I'm a samurai. Except for women, not women. Because we all know that if you have woman body, then you can't something. That was supposed to sound sarcastic. Anyway, ninjas allowed women. Got up with my friends, and some of them had cards that they wanted to lend me. And they were basically the cards that I wanted to know whether I really wanted them or not. Really exciting getting to play with the stuff that you want to play with. Rawr. And specifically, they were Phyrexian Crusader and Phyrexian Vatmother. Both of those things being part of my Phyrexian poison deck thing. Yeah, I've got 3 friends who might see this that will know what that means. And basically one of them is really good at fighting, but he's a little small, and the other one is just plain big. I didn't like the one that was just big. It kept killing me because everyone and their mother has some poison-y like thing. So it ended up being relevant in most of my matches. It ended up being relevant in the way that it was killing me. It did not help me win anything I wouldn't have won anyway. So I am happy that I was lent those cards, because now I know one of them I do want, and the other one I don't want. I'd rather have something else that I kind of thought I would want, and it's cheaper, but you know how you're not always 100% confident if you've not had the opportunity to mess with something. So now I know what I want. Not that I can throw away money on it, but maybe I can find a way to trade for them. See, that's one of the nice things about Magic, is being able to trade. And I've just noticed a little line on my screen thing. Anyway, I don't get to edit these on YouTube either. So now we're finally... No, we're still in last night. So I go, I play in the tournament, I have some fun, I get my butt kicked a bunch, and then I come back. So I'm here now. Then I wasted time until 4 in the morning this morning, which was dumb, but I did it, so oops. And what happened after that? I went to sleep, and then I woke up. I don't remember anything that happened between then. And oh yeah, when I laid down last night, I found my cell phone. It was almost right in my hand when I laid down on my bed. On, across, around. It's kind of a narrow bed, and I'm a broad guy. Broad, sexy shoulders. I should wear something to emphasize that, like the Shredder does. And thanks, Lada. Okay. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, found cell phone, woke up. Time is very, very flexible for me. And then I woke up, and I was here, so I was playing on my computer. And I loaded up the StarCraft 2 campaign. Yay, StarCraft 2! I got StarCraft 2 birthday. Being irresponsible. Yes, I should really be watching that lecture where I'm finding the stuff, but I've spent too much of the week working, and I'm going to pretend to be Jewish for a day by taking a day off. But not by giving up bacon. Okay. So, I ordered a pizza. I got it from Papa John's. And I'm really glad I got it from Papa John's, because the weather got really ugly for a little while. We had rain and thunder, and the power went out, and I was like, oh hell. So then I called my buddy Brielle, who lives across the way, and on the top floor of her building, and I said, hey, how are you? Is your power out? And she said, yes, you're calling because our power is out. So the power went out, and I was over here at my place. And then, with all the power out, I said, what can I do now? And I heard the NC State emergency system come on, and it said, warning, tornado warning, and there's a something tornado, something warning. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should get ready for the tornado while the power's out. So I open my windows. You do that so that the pressure inside your house doesn't shatter the windows, because if the tornado comes too close, then the pressure difference can break your windows. And then I moved some of my stuff into the bathroom, because I said, well, right before the tornado, I guess I can snatch up whatever's handy and take it in my bathroom with me, because my bathroom has no windows. It has the bathtub, which is a good place to go if there's a tornado. And it has something. Water, general goodness. A place to crap. And so I moved some stuff in there. Most of it useless, but some of it was useful. I had some batteries, and around this time I picked up my phone and I said, should I call Brielle and tell her how to get ready for a tornado? I don't know if they have those up north. And when I picked up the phone, I saw she had called me, so I called her. And then after a little bit of back and forth, where I thought she was trying to convince me to go to her place on the top floor of her building. I'm on the ground floor of my building. Eventually I understood that she wanted to come where she was slightly less likely to die, which was, like, I'd been trying to figure out a way to convince her to come over, and she was busy. She had work. She had everything else in the world that she should have been doing. So I gave up.